Now look at one more condition. So x is assigned as 5. Okay, the value of x is 5. Okay, if x is greater than 5, print above 10. So that condition is incorrect because x is assigned as 5. 5 cannot be greater than 5. So the first is condition is incorrect. So it will go to next. If x is greater than 2, print above and also above 20, else print but not above 20, else print below 10, right? So now when I execute this command, it will say below 10 because these are all incorrect, right? X is greater than 2, print and also above 20, right? So this will not be fulfilled because it will come out of this first condition. This is condition within condition. हाँ पूरा नहीं हुआ तो it comes out of the loop and comes into last one. So this is, you see here, else is not there. Correct, else is not there, right? So that's how it is called nested conditions. Now you see here, A is 200, B is 33, C is 500. If A is greater than B and, so here if is a condition, and is a condition. So you see if and end are in blue, right? If end is there, both conditions need to be true. So the answer is both conditions are true because A is greater than B and C is also greater than A, right? Or condition, A greater than B or A greater than C. If one condition is true, it will print either or. At least one condition is true, right? Or. So you in set theory you have intersection and union. Same formula will apply here, right? Now you have A is assigned as 200, B is assigned as 33, C assigned as 500. If A is greater than B and C is greater than A, so both conditions will be true. Here A less than B and A or A less than, sorry, A greater than B or A greater than C. At least if one condition is true, it will print, right? Now there is something called while condition. So I is assigned as 1, I is an element, is assigned as 1. While I is less than 6, okay, print I is I, the value of the I need to be changed as I plus 1. So I should never be more than 6. So you see what will be printed. It will print up to 5. So if I is assigned as 1, starting value is 1 and I should be less than 6, means I only up to 5 need to be allowed. Okay, print I is equal to I plus 1. So imagine there is a school wherein they are only allowing 5 feet boys to compete in a race, up to 5 feet boys. So 4'9", 4'10", 4'11", 5. If 5.1 will come, he will be rejected. So that is a real life scenario, right? So I is assigned as 1. Now here there is one condition. If I is assigned as 1 while I is less than 6, print I where the condition is I plus 1. If I equal to 4, you break it. That means after 4, you should not allow anyone, right? So here when you see the output, you get only 1, 2, 3. So after 4, it will not consider. Got it? You got this condition 334 to 330, 340. If I is assigned as 1, while I is less than 6, print I. So you have to print I. And what is the condition for I? I should be I plus 1. That means it goes into the loop. Okay. If I reaches 4, if I is equal to 4, wherever 4 comes, you have to break the loop. So 4 will not be printed and 4 will be broken. Right? So that is what the condition is. So when I execute this, I'll get only up to 3. So here I is 0 assigned, while I is less than 6. I is equal to I plus 1. If I equal to 3, go to next. If I is equal to 3, go to next, means it will be printing 1, 2. The moment 3 will be there, it will skip the 3 and go to 4, 5, 6. Right? So same thing I am using for your dice game. You all will play Ludo. So Ludo, what is the starting number? 1. Dice is 1. So while dice is less than or equal to 6, if dice is less than 6, print no Yahoo. Or I'll, for understanding, I'll put here as don't start. You start a game only if you get 6, right? So start your move. So look at this condition. While dice is less than or equal to 6, if dice is less than 6, print don't start, else print start the move. Okay, so when I give this, okay, it will be saying dice is less than 1. Okay, so it is saying don't start, don't start, don't start, don't start, don't start. When the 6 has come, you have to start the move. That's how you play Ludo, right? The first one to enter is to 6. So this is the logic behind your mobile video game. This is the code. So the mobile video game that you play in trains, whenever you come, whenever you have free time in the mobile when you are playing, that's how it is coded. The moment 6 is there, then only you can able to move, go to the next move. Right? So similarly, you see for, now there is a for condition. For x in 1 to 10, print x. Means what it is printing? From 1 to 10 it is printing. So you check your output. So it is printing from 1 to 10 in sequential order. That means x1, it will consider first value, second value, third value. And towards the end, 10 is considered. That means all the values, x values changing from 1 to 10. So 10 is the upper limit. Now you see this example. Fruits is a list. Okay, list of apple, banana, cherry. So I'm defining this. This is apple, banana, cherry is the thing. For x in fruits, print x. Means it will print the value. First value is x is apple. Second value x is banana. Third value x is cherry. So it will print apple, banana, cherry in one sequential order. Now you see fruits I have defined. Now for x in fruits, print fruits I am giving. I am not saying print x. I am giving print fruits. You see the answer how it will be. So it will for every x it will print fruits. What is fruits? All the 3 items. All the 3 items will be printed. Apple, banana, cherry, and apple, banana, cherry. Got it? So similarly for x in dice, print x. Okay. So for x in fruits, if x is equal to cherry, break. Means you will have only apple, banana. Cherry will not be considered because break is happening. Right? For x in fruits, if x is equal to banana, print next. Means only apple, cherry will be printed. Banana will be skipped. Got it? So this code for x in fruits, what is fruits? Apple, banana, cherry is the fruits, right? For x in fruits, if x equal to banana, next means apple, it will print. banana it will skip, go to cherry, right? So it will print only apple, cherry. So dice is 1 to 6. For x in dice, print if x equal to 6, print paste the number is x Yahoo. Else print no Yahoo. That means only if x is equal to 6, then only you will start. Right? So it is very, very simple understanding. You will understand the dice number is 1, not to start, or no Yahoo. No Yahoo, no Yahoo, right? Only if it is 6, you have to start the game. So this is how the logic will be print in your Ludo game. Or you have files coming into you, all the credit card applications coming into you. If the file CIBIL score is more than 650, then only give the card. So in the example, if it is more than 650, you will get the card. Otherwise, the application will be rejected. Right?